Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing today? I don't know if y'all can see those little feet. Somebody is taking a nappy nap. But today, I am back to talk more fragrance with you guys. It's fall, and that means we can break out the super sweet, heavy, woodsy scents. Even though I'm the type of person, I wear what I want all year round, but there are just some things that just really, I don't know, like you could really kill a room if you wore them in the summertime, right? So I'm really hyped because I can break out my super sweet gourmands, I can break out my woodsy scents, I can break out my super comforting scents, and I wanted to share with you guys my top fragrances for fall 2020. So if you are interested in seeing my list, then just keep on watching. Let's go ahead and talk about the fragrance that I'm wearing now, actually, and that is L'Olympia de Merveilles. Y'all, this fragrance, it's funny because when I first purchased this fragrance, I hated it. It honestly, to me, smelled old and dated. It just doesn't even smell like how it's described. So this is an amber fragrance. I think there's, if I remember right, there's ambergris, there's some vanilla in here. I think there's some patchouli in here too, which I think also can really kind of make fragrances sometimes a little old. But the lasting power on this is beautiful. Now the production is not crazy, and this does have a little bit of an anime-like undertone to it. But I like that in this fragrance because it makes it a little salty and it makes it a little skin-like. And when it dries down, once kind of the anime-like tones in this kind of dry down a little bit, it starts to sweeten up a little bit. And you can smell some of that salt in there. And you can start to smell those woody notes. There's definitely a woody component to this fragrance that I really enjoy. This is just, there's something so classic, so familiar about it. And there's something very sexy about this fragrance too. There's a sensuality to it that's difficult to explain, and maybe it's because of those anime-like tones in the fragrance, but this is so nice. If I had to describe it in one word, it's classic. It's definitely a classic fragrance. It has a lot of warmth to it, but this is something that you can easily wear all day. This is actually, for me, a perfect daytime fragrance for the fall because it's not overly sweet. It's not overly spicy. If you walk past somebody, they'll say, you smell good, but it's not going to be like, damn, she put on too much perfume today. You know what I mean? This is so good, y'all. And it's amazing because I really did hate this. I was going to send it back to Sephora. Now I want a bigger bottle of it. I'm definitely going to be wearing this a lot during the fall and winter. It's just a perfect classic fragrance. You can wear it for any occasion. This would be a great date scent as well. But I feel like this it just makes me think of designer handbags and just going shopping, and you just feel and look and smell expensive. It's so classic, but I feel like it's still easy to pull off. Not something I would give to someone super, super young. Like if you're a teenager, I can't see a teenager pulling this off. But this definitely, wearing this has to come with its own confidence, you know? You have to be someone who's sure of themselves for sure. But it's still sensual and just classic, but not in a super dated way. So this is my first pick. L'Olympia de Merveilles. Absolutely love it. It's so good, y'all. I have to get a bigger bottle of this. Right, my next one is definitely a heavy hitter. I haven't shared this on the channel yet. This is another amber fragrance, and this is Paco Rabanne Olympia Intense. And y'all, this has the most simple scent profile of like any fragrance ever. Very simple. Amber, salt, and vanilla. But this just smells so like, ugh. It's so good. You definitely, the thing is, amber, I feel like a lot of people take liberties when it comes to amber because, I mean, amber's a stone. Like, stones don't smell like anything. But this definitely gives you that amber vibe. This is a really yummy, salty vanilla with amber. And it just smells so good. It's not creamy. It's slightly sweet, but it's a salty sweet, you know what I mean? And I have really been into salty fragrances lately. I feel like there's just something about how salty fragrances sit on the skin that is just a whole vibe, you know? And this is definitely a vibe. This is uber feminine. It's strong. It's present, but it's not strong in an insanely daring way. But you definitely need to be confident to pull this one off. This would be a good nighttime scent. But you could also totally pull this off in the daytime too. I've worn this in the daytime and I've totally pulled it off and I got lots of compliments. I feel like this is also a really good date scent too. This definitely exudes sensuality. It exudes power, but it's super warm and inviting. It's like, ooh, I want to know more about you. I really enjoy this fragrance. Again, I was only able to get the 1.7 ounce, but this is another fragrance that I do want to get a big bottle of. You can see I've been enjoying her. But yeah, Olympia Intense by Paco Rabanne. Really happy to have this in my collection, and I highly suggest for the fall time. This is like, this screams fall because it's just so vanillic and sweet with that little bit of daring amber, and she's strong. So this is a fragrance that's going to last you all day, all night. It doesn't matter where you are, you're gonna smell it. I also just ordered another Paco Rabanne fragrance, Pure XS, and that should be here in a few days. So I can't wait to try that out because that has like a popcorn note in it, and I've heard amazing things about that fragrance. And what was the other one that I got? Jean Paul Gaultier Essence. So I'll definitely talk to you guys about those when they get here. I have another one that I feel like is a classic fall and winter fragrance, but I'm really sad because this broke and like half the bottle spilled and I can't really use it. I thought I fixed it, but apparently I didn't, because I went to open it today and definitely I think I'm gonna have to get a new bottle. But this is Angel Muse by Thierry Mugler. And this is like the gourmand of gourmands. This right here, that you see, this is totally broken. This right here is a beautiful hazelnut, creamy patchouli fragrance. It is sweet, but it has that dirty patchouli note in there that really makes it strong. I'm not a fan of the original Angel, but I love Angel Muse. It has like this whole like chocolate Nutella vibe to it that I really enjoy, and it is the perfect balance for someone who loves sweet gourmands but also loves things that are dark, a little deeper if you like patchouli. So this has like that really beautiful like whipped hazelnut note. It's chocolatey, a little powdery, a little fluffy, but it also has that patchouli that really grounds the scent. Now, some people really hate the patchouli in this, and I can understand why. The patchouli is what lingers the longest. Oh, there's also, I think, like a grapefruit note in here, so it's a little citrusy too. So it comes off at first very bright, and then as the fragrance like kind of really settles into the skin within like that first hour, you get more of that hazelnut and you just smell so edible and like fly as hell. Like this for sure, I would say is a daring scent. This is not something that I would wear on a first date. This is daring, it is strong, but man, it is so good. And I can see this becoming my signature fragrance for the fall and winter time because I love fragrances like this. So this is Angel Muse by Mugler. I'm really sad that it's broken. Like, I'm gonna try to fix it again and see what happens. And then if I can't, then I'm just going to order a new bottle. And then another one that I'm probably sure y'all are sick and tired of me talking about. This is Princess by Kilian. Y'all, I love this fragrance so much. It's so good. Now, you can totally get away with wearing this in the summer as well. I've worn this out in the summer, but y'all, this smells so good in the crisp fall air. This has marshmallow, there's ginger and green tea in here. And this is so good. It's a super sweet and fluffy scent. If you don't like sweet fragrances, you're not going to enjoy this at all because it's very sweet. But for me, the ginger in this really grounds the fragrance and the green tea makes it familiar. If you like matcha lattes, you get that really nice creamy matcha latte vibe from this fragrance. But the marshmallow in this is the truest marshmallow I've been able to find in a fragrance. Ever since I tried this, I've tried other fragrances that have marshmallow as a key note, and I've been very disappointed because the marshmallow in this is literally the truest marshmallow that I have found in a fragrance. This is so fluffy. I mean, it's sweet, but not in a heavy way. And I think because you get that spice from the ginger, it's not just a straight up sweet fragrance. There's a little bit more to it. It is linear, so you can smell the marshmallow, you can smell the ginger, and you can smell the green tea the whole time you're wearing this fragrance, from the first time you put it on to when you hop in the shower and you're ready to wash it off. And this lasts very well for me. I wear this at work on days where I'm not doing anything super intensive, and it smells so good. There's something about the way that this scent carries in the cool air. Like, it's so good. I spray this on my sweaters because I just love smelling that sweet but slightly spicy fragrance. I can't tell how much is in the bottle, but I know I have really sprayed the hell out of this because I wear it a lot. I wear it when I'm just in the house chilling. I wear it when I'm going out. This is also a really great date scent. I think this is definitely a fragrance that guys will enjoy because it's sweet enough to catch a man's attention. It's spicy enough to be enjoyable for a woman who doesn't just want to smell sweet. If you haven't tried this one, try it out. It's so good. I really think that I'm going to give myself Love Don't Be Shy for my birthday. I don't know what day I'm posting this, but my birthday is on October 23rd. Scorpio season. Yep, I am a cusp baby, Libra, Scorpio cusp, so I feel like that explains my personality a lot. Oh, and I have a Gemini moon, so yeah, I'm crazy, y'all. I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm not. So let's talk about one that I recently shared on my Instagram. I've been posting more fragrance content on Instagram because a lot of you guys seem to enjoy it. And it's nice to show you guys like what I'm wearing and what I'm gravitating to. And this fragrance isn't like any of the other fragrances that I have in this video. This is the most, I would say, unique from the typical, I don't know, like flex for fall. And that is Elizabeth and James Nirvana French Gray. Now, I think Elizabeth and James is now in Ulta, if I remember correctly. They were in Sephora, they left Sephora, and I think now they're in Ulta. French Gray also has a very simple composition. There's lavender, neroli, and musk. And this is so good, y'all. I'm not gonna spray it because it doesn't blend with anything else that I have sprayed. But this is that clean, cozy sweater, that freshly fluffed sweater. This literally makes me think of gray cashmere sweaters. Like you're on the beach on like an overcast, cool fall morning, and you're walking around in your super luxe, oversized gray cashmere sweater. Don't ask me why, but that's what this makes me think of. This is clean, it's cozy, not really crisp. There's a familiarity to this fragrance that I love, and this is another one that I get a lot of compliments on because it's just easy. It's easy to wear. This is a great daytime fall fragrance. I feel like wearing a sweater with this fragrance is like mandatory because it's so cozy. The lavender in this is not a harsh, overly crisp lavender. The lavender is very soft and subtle. The musk kind of rounds everything out. The neroli gives it a little bit more of that clean vibe. It's so good. Like, it's not like dryer sheets, but like I was saying to a friend the other day, like if, not like a fresh dryer sheet, but you know that smell that hits you when you put like a few dryer sheets in the dryer and you like go to take your fresh clothes out, and that like fresh laundry smell that kind of hits you, it kind of gives you that vibe. This is not an aggressive fragrance. It's soft, it's approachable, it's very easy to wear. That is Elizabeth and James Nirvana French Grey. If you're not into super woodsy scents, you're not into super sweet gourmands, that's not your vibe, I say try this for the fall time. It's really cozy and super approachable. And then this is a recent one that I shared with you guys. I'm definitely going to be getting the full size of this soon because I've been using this a lot. And this is Replica Whispers in the Library. That's what she looks like. And I'm trying to remember the notes on this. I think there's cedar in here. There's pink pepper. There's some tonka, I believe, in here. So this is like a vanillic woodsy scent. It's a little spicy from the pink pepper, but those woody notes of like the cedar, and I think there's some sandalwood in here as well. Those notes really come through, especially in the dry down on the skin. It's very sweet upon first spray. You get a lot of that vanilla, but then when it dries down, the woody notes in that and the pink pepper really come through. This is another one that is super duper cozy. It's very woodsy. It's spicy, but it's not super strong though. It lasts all day on the skin, but this isn't the type of woodsy fragrance that's going to like run people out of the room if you overspray it. Now don't overspray it because it will make you sneeze. That pink pepper in there kind of makes me sneeze if I overspray it. But this is super cozy. It kind of gives me like those by the fireplace vibes. I feel like if you like by the fireplace from this same house, then I think you will enjoy Whispers in the Library. But this is not like boozy in the way that By the Fireplace is. This one is very woodsy. So I'm a big fan of this. I'm definitely going to be getting myself the full size of it because I feel like this is a must-have for fall. Like for me, I have to have this fragrance for the fall time. I thought I had an honorable mention, but I remembered where I put it. So I have it. So let me get back to what I was saying. So this is a flanker of a perfume that I have been wearing for years. For the longest time, I was that signature scent girl. I had one fragrance. I loved it. Everybody knew when I was around because they knew how I smelled. So this is Fiori. So this is what she looks like. She has the pink bottle. So this pretty much gives the same like scent descriptors. There's black currant in here. There's some patchouli, but the vanilla in this is so much more fluffy. It gives off that kind of like marshmallowy vibe, not as marshmallowy as Kilian Princess, but this makes it sweeter. I would say a little bit more dainty than the original C. The original C is I am a boss bitch. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss, and I shine like gloss. Like that's how the original C is. And that's typically the scent that I go for because I don't know, like I'm always just someone working on the next thing, like making moves and whatever. And I've always been the boss in my own life. And sometimes I ended up being the boss in situations that I wasn't planning on being the boss in. So, I've always been that boss moves type of individual, right? And so Armani C is really that vibe for me. This is definitely the more like fluffy version of that. If you love the original C, then you will love this. But this is just more vanillic. It's more, a little bit more delicate, a little bit more dainty. I really enjoy this. This is so good. Really great as a daytime fall fragrance. This works really well in the summer too. But I appreciate this more in the fall because of the vanilla notes in it. I feel like the way it just sweetens on the skin, summer doesn't do it justice. So this is really great. If you love blackcurrant, you love vanilla, you like patchouli, this isn't an overt dirty patchouli like you get in Angel Muse. The patchouli in this is more subtle and it just amps up the fragrance. I think there's ambroxan in this too. But either way, this is really, really nice. Definitely the more delicate, sweet version of the original Armani C. I really enjoy this. Takara Thompson put me onto this one. I'm so happy to have it. So yeah, that is C Fiori. This one I have to talk about. I have used this and enjoyed this way more than I thought that I would. And that is Ariana Grande Cloud. I was not expecting to fall for this fragrance. This, to me, it's very sweet, but it's still sensual. And there's something comforting about it too. I often spray my clothes with this at night because there's just something that comforts me when it comes to this scent. There is whipped cream in here. There's a pear note in here. There's lavender in here. There's coconut. And I get a little bit of that like coconutty creaminess in this fragrance. I like the pear note in this too. So good. This is so nice, and I get a lot of compliments when I wear it, especially from men. Men really like this, but women really like it too. This is definitely crowd pleasing. And this is one that's so sweet that I prefer to wear this in the fall and winter time. It's so sweet that I don't really enjoy wearing this when it's really hot outside. The crisp air in this really, in the fall and winter time, really make this better for me. On me, the pear really comes through. And then as it dries down, you can get more of those like creamier notes, the coconut, the whipped cream, that marshmallowy aspect to it. You get more of that. And on the base, you get a little bit of that lavender, which I feel like makes this not super childlike, you know? This fragrance could be very, very childlike. It gets close, but those base notes in there with that lavender really make this something that a woman of any age could wear. So I have really been enjoying this. I'm definitely a fan. Y'all see this cat? I am absolutely a fan of this fragrance. A perfect fall and winter fragrance. Absolutely love it. All right, so these are my last two. And then you know what? I'll still give you an honorable mention because I thought about one that I don't have a full size of, but I want to get a full size of. So the next one I'm going to show you guys is new to the channel because I didn't haul this. This is Girl of Now by Saab. I've heard a lot about this fragrance, okay? And I don't know why, but part of me felt like whenever I heard people talk about it, I was like, maybe it's just hype, you know? But I was reading up more on the notes in this fragrance, and what really drew me in was the pistachio and the almond that's in this. This is definitely an almond, orange blossom, and pistachio gourmand. This is very sweet. If you don't like sweet fragrances, you're not going to like this. Upon first spray, you get a hit of that orange blossom, and then you really get that like bitter almond that's in there. The almond and pistachio in this are so good. This almost has like a honey thing going on to it, which I love. But when it dries down, the thing that really sold me on this fragrance is the cashmere that's in the base. When it dries down on the skin, like maybe after an hour or two, that cashmere really starts to come out, and it makes the fragrance so sensual and a little cozy. And I love that. It's so good. This is not a fragrance I would wear to work. It's way too sweet to wear to my job. This is a great everyday scent for someone who doesn't work in close quarters with people, because this projects. The projection is very good on this fragrance. And I would totally wear this on a date. I feel like this would be a great date fragrance, but the almond and the pistachio in this really just make this so fall appropriate. It's sweet, but it's still bright. It's warm and it's cozy. But it still has that like sensual flair to it. If you love sweet fragrances and you have not tried Saab Girl of Now, then you are really missing out. That is Saab Girl of Now. I am really enjoying this fragrance, and it's definitely going to be in heavy rotation in these colder months. And then last but not least, this is the newest to my collection, but I have really put a dent in this, y'all. Y'all just saw this in a Sephora haul recently, and that is Kayla Vanilla 28. Do y'all see? Do y'all see how much I've been using this? Oh my God, I have really gone in on this. The main notes that I get in this fragrance are the vanilla and the brown sugar. So good. And it lasts so long on my skin. I've actually been wearing this to work on the days where I'm not on the floor doing a bunch of lifting and sweating. I've been wearing this, and y'all, when that cold air hits your skin and lifts this fragrance, oh my God. It's so good. I've been wearing this a lot by itself. It doesn't need a partner to be good, but this also smells really great layered underneath other fragrances as well. I have layered this with the Replica one, which is really, really nice. So good. So those two smell really good together. If I layer anything, I layer those two. But y'all, this, like I said, the main notes I get are the vanilla and the brown sugar. I think there's a little musk in here, but this is so good. It's just so warm and sweet, and it's just so comforting, right? It's just such a familiar type of fragrance. A lot of vanillas that I have encountered have not really done me justice in terms of longevity, but this one totally does. I spray it before I go to work. 8 hours later, I come home and I can still smell it on my skin and on my clothes. It's just so nice. I get so many compliments wearing this fragrance, and as you can see, I've been loving it. So that is Kayla Vanilla 28. Listen, if you love vanilla, you need this because it's great on its own. It's great as a base to layer with other fragrances. Like, it's just so, so good. Just sweet vanilla brown sugar goodness. It's just so, so yummy. So that is Kayla Vanilla 28. You can't go wrong with this fragrance. If you love vanilla, you need this, especially for this time of year. All right, so of course I have to give y'all an honorable mention, and that is Vanilla Extasy from Montale. You guys saw in my last fragrance haul that I had a discovery set from them, and I was trying to debate what was going to be next on my list. I really like Chocolate Grady, and I really like Sweet Vanilla, but Vanilla Extasy, it's not super unique, but it is definitely a fall vibe. It's sweet, but it's super sensual. It's a little smoky, and I love that fragrance. So I think that is going to be my next purchase from Montale, because Vanilla Extasy was just, every time I wear it, it's just a whole vibe, and I get a lot of compliments And a lot of people say that it smells very sexy and it smells very sensual. So honorable mention to Vanilla Ecstasy. But yeah, that is my top 10 fragrances for fall. Let me know, what kind of notes do you guys like for fall? Are y'all gourmand lovers? Do you like, you know, more of those like musky, cozy scents? Let me know in the comments below. What do you like? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new here, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will not miss any of my new uploads, especially if you love my fragrance content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.